Good day, everyone. So today I'm going to be presenting on ways to reduce the negative impacts of mass tourism. My name is Anisia Benedict 64643 from Group 4 and this is my presentation. Before I head into my main point, I would like to enlighten my audience with the basis of what I'm trying to deliver, which is the definition of mass tourism. So what is mass tourism? By definition, mass tourism is the act of visiting a leisure destination, such as popular holiday venues with large amounts of people at one time. Since tourism is becoming more popular, that brings us to the question, does it bring more harm than good? In this presentation, I will evaluate both positive and negative impacts of mass tourism. So let's start off with the positive impact of mass tourism. The first one is it improves the local economy. Next, it creates job opportunities for the locals. It also enhances the living standards of the locals. And last but not least, it helps in preserving local cultures. However, the good does not come without the bad. There are several negative impacts that the mass tourism possesses. But afraid not, every problem has its solution. Here are the negative impacts of mass tourism along with the steps that need to be taken to soften the blow. So the first negative impact of mass tourism is the destruction of nature and the loss of biodiversity. This happens because development requires some interference with the nature. Developers are always on the run to build more hotels or shops without taking care of the environment. This problem can be solved by implementing stricter laws. The government should create acts that enables them to punish irresponsible developers. The developers that are found guilty should be ripped off of their license. Next off, the government should also limit the number of visitors at one time to make sure that the area is not overwhelmed with constant newcomers. This will also prevent the exhaustion of resources from happening. Next up is the exploitation of animals to entertain the tourists. This activity might look like a lot of fun, however, animals go through a lot of suffering because the training of these wild animals are done in a cruel and brutal way. So the first step that can be taken to mitigate this issue is by illegalizing the use of captured animals as a source of entertainment. Next, we should create awareness because a lot of people are in the dark about the trainings that the wild animals have to go through to keep them entertained. Lastly, everyone should stop the demand for this activity because, as we all know, there will be no supply without demand from the consumers. Last but not least, mass tourism increases pollution in the tourism hotspots because, let's be real, there are plenty of irresponsible tourists out there. These problems can be solved in 4 ways. The first way is by putting up a huge sum or fine for offenders. This might help because people are protective of their money and they won't want to spend it on petty fines. Next, the government should prepare more rubbish or recycling bins. Thirdly, we should create awareness among ourselves that littering is not plausible by using social media because it is the easiest way to get a bigger audience. Last but not least, the government should hang relevant signages everywhere to remind tourists that it is not okay to litter. That is all for me today. Thank you. Hope to see you again next time.